Tropospheric undulations every night on Weather Center PM.
In the next half hour, Weather Center PM, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center PM continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Some reports of severe weather late today in the southeast and even some thunderstorms in the upper Midwest. Good evening. Welcome to Weather Center PM. I'm Mike Bono.
And I'm Lisa Moser. Among the concerns that we're looking at towards the Carolinas, thunderstorms, some of them have been severe today. We've had a few tornadoes to have been reported to have touched down. Also, we are going to be looking at additional flooding overnight tonight. That's going to be a big problem, and we'll be telling you about that. First, let's take a look at the watch area. We are looking at the Carolinas and also parts of eastern Virginia. You'll notice that part of the watch has been allowed to expire. We're no longer looking at a watch area for South Carolina. Columbia earlier was under the tornado watch, but you can see that that has been allowed to expire at this time. We are looking at the possibility still, however, from Greensboro, Raleigh, if you're doing some traveling up towards Norfolk, Virginia, here we still have the possibility of seeing strong thunderstorms, and some of the thunderstorms could pose a threat because they could produce a tornado. So if you are in close by going to, please be aware that you should have some safety measures or steps in mind that you would take in the event a tornado does face your area. Looking right now, we still have a very strong thunderstorm right here along this extreme northern corridor in North Carolina of Interstate 85. This thunderstorm is looking pretty nasty right now, and right now I only have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. This is for the Granville County area, but it wouldn't surprise me if something else, like something tornadic, could occur with that thunderstorm. It's looking pretty nasty right now. It's really intensified here in the last 15 minutes or so. So residents in this area, please seek shelter. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Granville. This thunderstorm is tracking to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. So if you're upstream from there, okay, if you're just to the north or maybe going closer to the border of North Carolina and Virginia, please seek shelter at this time. Don't wait for the thunderstorm to get right on you, right up over you before you think about what you're going to do. Okay, in addition to the showers and the thunderstorms that we have had, and they certainly have been numerous from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way up to Danville. Even Rock Hill, South Carolina had a touch-and-go situation earlier this afternoon with a possible tornado touchdown there. Lawrence also looking much better. Lawrence County in South Carolina, the Greenville, Spartanburg area, shaping up much better, although we did have the possibility here, too, of a tornado touching down. You'll notice that we still have a lot of rain to tell you about across northern Florida. Tampa, the rain hasn't gotten here yet, but it does look like before tonight is out, it will make its way. Keep in mind the frontal boundary is trying to push a lot of this moisture into central Florida. So as this occurs, it'll be a little slow going of this movement to the east, but it is expected to make its way to the Tampa Bay area within the next hour or two. Looking at the frontal boundary, let me remind you that we're looking at a large system here. Here's a low pressure area. It has tracked into the Carolina vicinity. The frontal boundary that extends a little further to the north over the mid-Atlantic Atlantic has been a big lift, a mechanism that's pushed a lot of the moisture past D.C., a little further to the west of Philadelphia, a little further to the west of Boston, but a very large shield of central Philadelphia has been very wet. But that doesn't mean you won't see some rain today. In Philadelphia, on and off showers much of the day. It was kind of gloomy, a little on the breezy side. But we're not done yet. Even though we missed some of the heavier rainfall that was further to the west, where we were looking at places like Pittsburgh and getting up to the Poconos, where we had heavy rain much of the day, not very many thunderstorms, but just continuous entrainment of rain. Flooding is a big problem, and if you're doing some traveling here, let me tell you that flood warnings are still in effect, and flooding is taking place in Snyder County in Pennsylvania, Union County, also looking at Northumberland County in Pennsylvania, Montour County, and Columbia County. So if you're doing some traveling here in central Pennsylvania, we've got some flooding problems. Also in the high country of West Virginia, we are looking at some problems even down in North Carolina, Ashe, Scurry, and Watauga County, under some flood flash situations with the flooding there, some flash flooding going on, in other words. Let me take you down to there, and you'll notice that from the Mount Mitchell vicinity all the way up towards Ashe County, looking at the possibility of flooding, and also in the Spartanburg, Greenville area, if you're doing some traveling here too, possibility of some flooding that will continue through tonight. And that's a look at how we're shaping up at this time. Mike?
Okay, further west, thanks Lisa, we have low pressure in the Great Plains moving southeastward. We had a little snow around Rapid City, South Dakota, even in town, and in Gillette, Wyoming earlier. Now just a little bit of rain moving on through Craig, Colorado, and some thunderstorms further eastward into the plains, but gorgeous weather west of the Rockies and into the southwest in California. Take a look at this thing rotating around. This is upper level low pressure, which is cold upstairs, and any heating you get this time of the year, now we're getting that sun angle higher and higher in April. The air parcels bubble up and you get these puffy cumulus clouds and eventually showers and thunderstorms. A lot of rain and thunder during the day. Mason City, Iowa has been reporting thunder a lot. Minneapolis had thunder. Albert Lee, Minnesota, a thunder shower. Recently, Des Moines had a heavy thunder shower. Right around Sioux Falls, you had a close encounter with what could have been a severe storm just to the west. Fargo, Interstate 94, encountering rain and occasional thunder even down toward Omaha. We zoom in a little bit and we can see some of that storminess. Waterloo, Iowa, raining, but Des Moines, you had a heavy thunder shower, and to the north and south of you also, folks, slowing down on the roadways as that heavy rain moves through with the thunder east of Sioux City, Iowa. So for a while longer, until it gets dark, some of these showers will have some thunder connected with them. Not dark by a long shot in the west yet. Some puffy clouds through the Rockies, Bighorn Mountains, a few clouds, and some snow